Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kalkadash, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles, Great Stone, to the Akim and Akwaf, throughout the four corners of the earth, holding on in sincerity and truth, intelligence of mind, to the gospel of Lord Mashiach Yahushai in these days and times, as Brother Menashe, the DC camp, short lesson for the hopeful elect. Yes, so we have this situation of Iran attacking the land of Israel, and it's just what you call, you know, warming up. Just a warm-up exercise. All right, so you know how it is, man, with all that technology, with all the technology up there, in the skies, in the heavens. You sort of basically can keep track of what is moving. So it's just how it is. So you understand that those drone attacks, man, it's not really a surprise. It's just what you call how you call it, a tennis match. Yeah. So not to make it look irrelevant, but it's just that it's just part of the situation. It's part of the Most High's prophecy to stir up the pot, and the elite are basically the ones behind this. So what's the use? Folks acting as if it's a seriously tragic situation when they know that Esau's not in control. All right, it's not that how you gonna say it, man? It's tragic, but it's not that tragic. All right, the real tragedy is gonna happen when when the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua begins to devastate the armies of this world, man, and in addition to the nuclear missiles flying. All right, so it's just a warm-up exercise, man. A lot of folks are gonna get nervous, but they're supposed to be nervous. It's just a lot giving them a heads up to get ready, man. To get their houses in order. Especially man of New Stone. Bro's got to tighten up some more. Build up your faith. Sharpen up your confidence in the Lord of Mashiach Yahushua. Prepare for the chaos in society, and it's not something you should ignore. Yahushua said it in this precept here, Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled." All right, so do not let your fears overwhelm your mind, overwhelm your spirit, overwhelm your foundation. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, so it's not that's of a serious conflict. That's what the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua is highlighting. All right, that is just an appetizer, but keep your ears to the ground, man. Pay attention, be circumspect. It says, well, you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. All right. So, in other words, you are aware of what's going on, but do not let that shake you off balance and make you lose your focus. All right. So, it's something you have to be aware of. And then verse 7 says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." Right? So Yahushua is giving you all the pointers you need to look forward to. Earthquakes and all this, situation with famine, environmental chaos, all right, diseases, all that, so nothing should catch you by surprise, since you already understand what the Lord of Mashiach Yahushua is making public knowledge. All right, this is what the Lord Mashiach Yahushua is publishing. You can imagine what he said thousands of years ago is being published throughout the four corners of the earth, both with the literature and physical literature, books and all that stuff, word of mouth, and then with all this electronic media. All right, so it's just about prophecy, and then Yahushua mentions in verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, so it's going to rock the foundation of the world, man. The minds, the lives of these people. The multiplication of sorrows, the beginning of sorrows. All right, not that the end of sorrows, the beginning of sorrows. So, hey, those that were eating and drinking and in a merry spirit, this is their time. They're the ones that are going to have the worst reaction when the downfall of Western civilization gets sparked. So this situation with Iran, the land of Israel, United States, is just a spark in many more sparks to come. All right, so it's just what it is. It has to happen. There is no way around it. And that is just one of the key events that has to take place before the salvation of the Israelites, all right, the true Israelites, the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, has to happen, all right? These events have to take place. So we go to the book of Ephesians chapter 5. Then read verse 15. It says, see that you walk circumspectly. See that you walk circumspectly. So you're supposed to be aware of what's happening. Okay? You just don't build your focus upon ignorance. You're supposed to be aware because you understand that your salvation is at hand. Right? Your redemption is at hand. All right? Just like our forefather John the Baptist, repent, for the kingdom is at hand. So we're this close, man. We're just one breath away from the kingdom. All right. So then it says, not as fools, but as wise. So you have to walk circumspectly, not as fools, not as those that see the truth and ignore it, and run around with ignorance and be heavily involved with that spirit of mirth. Yeah. You have to have wisdom, man. You have to live in this world with a grain of salt. Everything that happens, especially in our lives, you have to anchor it according to the gospel, and do not let it dissuade you from holding on to the promises of the Lord, that he made to our forefather Abraham. All right. So verse 16 also says this, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. The beginning of sorrows, all right? So, conflict, all right? Conflict. Yeah, so it's just how it is, man. The Lord is allowing this conflict to be established so that he can get rid of his enemies, okay? That's just how it is. The Lord has to prepare the stage for his enemies, to assemble themselves on the battlefield so he can get rid of them in one swipe. Let me see, one scoop, one swoop. Swipe, scoops, and swoops. Yeah, so that's just how it is, man. Some folks are not happy with the conflict, but the elect are happy. We're glad, it's a sigh of relief, and that, let this conflict heat up, man. But it's in the Lord's hands, man, how rapid it's going to progress. And yeah, the markets, the stock market, man, it has some mixed reaction. Who knows how high the value of gold is going to go? Who knows how it's going to affect the 10-year yield? So you just see, man, even the price of oil too. So let's just see and see what else is gonna happen. So Esau has to engineer this event, man, so that he could bring in this new world order. But the Lord has a final say, and it's just that Esau's running out of time, and he has to push this conflict hard. He needs to do it as swift as possible, but he has to put the pieces in place. And this conflict between Iran and the land of Israel, man, the government of Amalek is just part of it, because if they want to bring the so-called United States in to the conflict, it's just hilarious, man. It's just hilarious. Yeah, so you bring a country from the other end of the earth for defense. Europe is closer to the land of Israel. Egypt is closer to the land of Israel than the United States, man. So it just shows you that it's all prophecy, that the Lord has allowed this strange, rational, strange, rational events to take place, man. All right. So we go to another precept here. Psalms chapter 37. Yeah, it's one of those moments you have to prepare yourself for. That the Lord will not allow you to be crushed in these days of sorrows, man. In these evil times, all right? So read from the book of Psalms chapter 37, verse 18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. So that's a guarantee, that's a confirmation that the Lord is aware of his servants, the elect, and what he has in store for them. Okay, the sure word of prophecy, the assurances he made to our forefather David, our forefather Jacob, and our forefather Solomon. All right, yeah, the prophets, man, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Nahum, Zechariah, Zephaniah, Habakkuk, Joshua, Moses. Hey, yeah, it's beautiful, man. So, and the inheritance shall be forever. So that means that whatever we're gonna inherit of the Lord in the future shall not be threatened. It's a sure thing. All right, it's gonna be established forever. Then verse 19, Psalm 37:19, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time. So this is what's we have to be focusing our mind on. We shall not be ashamed. The elect, the men of the Lord, all right, the women of the Lord, shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. The Lord did not say there's not going to be any famine. Yahweh mentioned that in Matthew 24. All right, pestilences, earthquakes, famines, and all that stuff. But here it's saying the elect shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. So, yeah, we're gonna be taken care of, man. That's just what it is. The servants of the Lord will be taken care of. That's something that I will look forward to. The least rain shall not fall to the earth during the sifting process. All right, so this famine is basically how the Lord has to separate the righteous, separate the upright from the wicked. All right, and then verse 20 says, "But the wicked shall perish." You see that? But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the chaff of lambs. So the Lord has to bring the heat. They shall consume, into smoke shall they consume away. So we already know that this nuclear war that's about to come to fruition is going to be beautiful, man, to see the Lord bring his righteousness, in, his judgment to bring about that separation. So it's just how it is. A lot of folks are unhappy that the war is taking place. They're upset that children are dying and all that stuff. But it's a requirement. If you want to have peace upon the face of the earth, if you want the Prince of Peace to bring peace upon the earth, he has to start war. Yeah, the Prince of Peace has to bring the war, to achieve everlasting peace. All right? So that's just how it's going to go down. So Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 11, all right, just to keep my train of thought on point. Jeremiah 15:11, the Lord Yahweh said, "Verily it shall be well with thy remnant." That's all you need to hear in your struggles, man. Verily it shall be well with thy remnant. And the remnant is the elect, the chosen few, the 144,000 on the 1/3 here in America. And then you're also going to have the rest of the mixed multitude from the different countries around the earth. After the conflict has subsided, the conflict of World War III, verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. Yeah, so the men of the Lord are going to have opportunities, to be sustained. When the Lord mentioned that when the enemies are coming out of, like a flood, the Lord is going to have his angels, influence the situation, have control upon the minds of our enemies so that we can be protected, man. When folks know that you're out there doing the will of the Lord, they may not like what you're doing, but there comes a time that they'll have no other choice, no other option but to back you up. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Whether it's the heathen or whether it's 2/3, it comes a time when the Lord will allow his angels, to influence that situation, to provide for you, man. Even though the so-called, hood rats that you hate with all your heart, there are moments in time, when that person, will help you out. It's just how the Lord operates, man. Even 2/3 are not bad 100% of the time. They have their moments. They have their moments of giving out turkeys, man. If the 2/3 give you turkey, what you're gonna do is not a bad idea to take the turkey. You just take it. It happens on the plantation too. You may not see eye to eye on certain discussions. They offer you a raise on the plantation, you take it, man. It's not as if you're throwing away your faith. They give you a job, you take it, man. They give you some advice, some tip. Yeah. Pass it through the scriptures. It works. You apply it. That's it. That's how the Lord operates, man. You just don't walk around blindly and claim yourself to be a man of the Lord. The Lord has to show you that he has power over the righteous and the unrighteous. All right. So I read it again. Jeremiah 15:11. The Lord Yahweh said, "Verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction." All right. Yep, in the time of affliction. So Jeremiah 30 and 7 goes well with this. Okay. Yeah, so just remember that, man. You know, Jeremiah 30 and 7 helps you out to know that in the times of Jacob's trouble, the times of Jacob's trouble, the Lord will not allow you to just fade away and throw away your faith because of some persecution, man. All right, so you just deal with it, man. You just deal with it. This is part of the recipe, the Lord to preserve the elect in the times of Jacob's trouble. All right, so I read it in Jeremiah 30 and 7, just to keep that vibration up. So Jeremiah 30 and 7, alas, for that day is great. All right, that day of judgment, the day of recompense, the day of the Most High's indignation, so that none is like it. It is a time of Jacob's trouble. All right, the time of our people suffering, man. Our people's catching hell. It's not. It's not going to be comparable to the severe judgment that's about to come upon the earth, man. But he shall be saved out of it. So that's how the Lord has set it up, man. That's how the Lord shall set it up. And have his servants, the elect, the men of the Lord, have them elevated in spirit. Okay, so those that the Lord, give that spiritual power, that spiritual hedge to go through this like hot knife through butter. Hey, that's what we're looking forward to, man. That's why your faith is so important to cultivate. All right. Now we move on to the book of Amos. Let's see what we have. 5 and 13. What does it say? Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. That's just what it is, man. So the men of the Lord will not be out there on the highways and byways, man, preaching the gospel, holding up signs and recording and all that stuff. All that has an expiration time. But you having the knowledge of the Lord has no expiration, man. Your faith has no expiration. That's what it is, man. The knowledge that you have, that you're depending on to trust in the Lord, has no expiration. The word of the Lord is forever. So if you want to live forever, you have to practice that forever mentality, man. That's what you need in this ministry. That forever mentality is what gets you through to enduring unto the end. All right, that's everlasting spirit. It's what you need. All right, yeah. So that's just how beautiful, this ministry is. And then verse 14 says, "Seek good and not evil, that ye may live." So that's a requirement, man. Seek the gospel of the Lord, and not the doctrines of deception, not the doctrines of this world, so that ye can be protected. All right, during the times of Jacob's trouble. All right. Then it says, "And so the Lord Yahweh Shai, the power holds." All right. I say that Alahayim Tasabawaf. All right. Shall be with you as ye have spoken. So that's just how it is, man. You can't ignore the opportunity the Lord has blessed you with. So let me just jump back to John chapter 9, verse 4. This is what Yahushua said. "I must work the works of him that sent me." So this is seeking the good. All right, when it is day, when you have the opportunity, the night cometh. All right, the times of evil. All right, when no man can work. All right, so you will not have the opportunity anymore, man, to be preaching this gospel on the corners when martial law goes into effect, when there's chaos and violence on the streets of Babylon. Yeah, when you have the burning down of cars, total anarchy in the streets, making January 6th look like a walk in the park. Yeah, so you just have to learn about what it is, man, you are signing up for. And you can't ignore it, man. Yahushua said it clearly for you here. John 9 and 4, I must work the works of him that sent me. Same thing, same mindset the elect must have. While it is there, while you have the opportunity, right? The night cometh when no man can work. So that's the standard. You work during the daytime, man. From sun up to sun down. That's the standard of working, man. What's the use of working after sundown? That's when you should be getting your reward, preparing to get your reward. All right. So it's just what it is, man. Work stop. Once the alarm, goes up for you to clock out, that's it, man. So we're getting close to that time, man, when the sun shall go down. The sun shall go down upon the kingdom of Esau, the kingdom of Babylon. Then we should be looking forward to our reward. That's just what it is. So we go to the book of Sirach, chapter 51, and I will read verse 12. And here's what it says. For thou savest me from destruction and deliverest me from the evil time. That's our prayer. All right, that's just something we're looking forward to happen. All right, to be how you say, to come to fruition, to come to pass, prophecy. All right. Therefore I will give thanks. Therefore will I give thanks and praise thee, and bless thy name, O Lord. So that you're getting ready to sing that song, man. That's what we need, man. Sirach 51 and 12. For thou savest me from destruction and deliverest me from the evil time. Therefore will I give thanks and praise thee and bless thy name, O Lord. So that's just how everything is going to go down for the elect, man. We're looking forward to that moment, man, when we're going to be delivered out of the hands of our enemies. So, yeah, be glad, man. Be glad that the conflict, it's not false. All right. Be glad that the conflict is not a false doctrine. It's prophecy of the Lord. It's not by the will of man that this conflict over there in the Middle East is happening, man. It's by the will of the Lord. It's part of those moves towards our salvation. All right, our salvation and the elimination of our enemies. All right. So it's basically a substitution, man. All right. That's what it is. That's just what it is. Yep. That's just what it is. Yep. It's time for substitution. Okay. So we go to another precept here. Isaiah chapter 34. Read verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance. All right? The times of destruction, the day of destruction. Isaiah 34 and 8. For it is the day of the Lord, vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. All right? So the Lord has to bring judgment, harsh judgment upon the earth due to the controversy of Zion. And what's that controversy? That the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans are still in captivity. That's just the bottom line there. That's why the Lord has to bring vengeance upon the face of the earth. The oppressors have some death to settle. All right, and the collector, the debt collector, is on his way. All right, he's coming to fix the problem. He's coming to eliminate his adversaries. All right, when you care so much about your people being held hostage, and you have the opportunity to deliver them, you're going in there, man. When you know you have the power, you have the battle plan, you go in there, boom, bam, boom, 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 boom. That's it, man. That's it. You know, you're going in there for a rescue operation. So that's just what it is, man. A rescue operation, the redemption of the elect. Okay, so the Lord has to execute his vengeance upon the heathen. All right, so that's just how it is, man. You know, that's just how brutal the Lord shall be to his adversaries. A lot of folks don't like it, but hey, it's just what it is, man. You know, folks want peace of mind, so you have to get rid of the problems that's causing the instability upon the face of the earth. So it's just how the Lord operates, man. When there's a problem, and the Lord decides he's going to solve it, he has to get rid of that problem, get rid of the cause of that problem. That's just the beauty of the Most High's equity. You know, he has that power to maintain balance upon the face of the earth. All right, the earth needs rest. That's just what it is, man. The earth needs that vibration of seven back. Yeah, the earth needs that vibration of seven. You know, the Shabbat. You know, the Lord needs that peace. You know, it's time for all these unrighteous hustles to come to an end. Okay, so now we read from the book of Joel. Joel chapter 3, verse 15. This is what it says: the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Why? Because of the calamities, because of the war. Alright, so the chaos that we see today, that we've been seeing all these times, is just a culmination of the Most High's plans. Alright, and the grand finale is moments away. So you're gonna see all these chaotic events continue to get ramped up, and then that conflict over there in the Middle East is gonna spread like wildfire. And you're gonna see, if you think drones are like a major offensive, you wait till those nuclear missiles start flying. Yeah, if you think, you know, living by the airport, dealing with all that noise of airplanes, picking up and landing and all that stuff, it's horrible. You just wait to hear the sounds of nuclear missiles flying in the air, man. And the shock waves and the destruction that they're bringing. Yeah, so, yeah, you don't want to be around for that, man. So that's the reason why, we trust in the Lord, and we try to abide by his rules of mercy. All right? Yeah, so it's going to be chaotic, man. So these eclipses, man, they're just signs that the Lord is making things happen. So it's a reminder. It's a reminder that the Lord has his plan in place, and we have to acknowledge it. Okay? Then verse 16 says, the the Lord Yahweh Shemashai Bashimakadesh also shall roar, right, like a lion, right? Out of Zion, you already read about the controversy of Zion, okay? And Earther, his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. Oh my goodness. And the heavens and the earth shall shake. So the Lord is going to speak through those nuclear missiles, man. Those nuclear missiles represent the word of the Lord. The words of his mouth are like fire. Just like Milad Mashak Yahshua is going to, give his angels there the green light to blast, his adversaries on the battlefield with that sweet hot laser. Yeah, the nuclear missiles are just what it is, man. It's the wrath of the Lord, the indignation of the Lord. Okay. Then it says what? But the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai Kakadash will be the hope of his people. So he's bringing both destruction and salvation. But the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai Kakadash will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. So that's what we're looking forward to. Yeah, so always count on the Lord to preserve you in the days of evil, man. The Lord has, given given us the opportunity to partake in this ministry, to eat of his bread, drink of his water, rest in his bosom. So, you just have to be appreciative of it. Do whatever it takes to get that rest, to make that rest secure. Scripture talks about giving all diligence to make your calling and your election sure. And that's just how this ministry operates. So that was the point that I came. We pray the Lord continue to preserve us through our daily lives and in times of evil. And in that great and dreadful day that's coming upon the face of the earth. Shalom.